Hello, Master Manifestors. Today we're talking about Manifestation Mindset Part 4, Delusions versus Factual Fantasies. How do you avoid falling into delusion when you're living your new aligned state for your manifestation? Part of the problem is that we people have a really hard time determining what will make us happy. Because we're not basing it on lived experience, we're basing it on an idea, a concept, some far-reaching ideal moment in our story. But our story is never ideal, it's constantly moving. So those ideal parts don't exist. So let go of this perfection fantasy. I'll be happy when. No, it's time to be happy now. So how do you avoid falling into the delusions and living in factual fantasies so that you can have a real and satisfactory lived experience and story in your manifestation? Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now. Stay tuned.
Insight 1. Flexible foundations. Factual fantasies are based on realistic theories about future experiences. You don't resist the information when reality contradicts your dreams. You just update your system. You're experiencing the idea as mental construct. Delusions are false beliefs about existing reality. They feel very absolute, unchangeable, and they hijack your identity, your behavioral system. Factual fantasies focus on embodying those possibilities and potential by exploring what your visions could be like in reality. Insight 2. Consistent character. Delusions destabilize your story by not allowing you to adapt to new information. They're the only reality available in the experience that you want when you're in a delusion. It feels like that's the only thing that could be possible when it excludes all other possibilities. It locks all the potential in a box and limits your stories. It limits the availability of stories you will notice that you will perceive. It basically limits you way more than is necessary. Factual fantasies are a model for behavior and experiences. They're a way for you to practice your new reality as you move into it. They're mental trial runs for alignment and coherence. So, for example, if you imagine finding perfect job where you're fully prepared and supported, that's different than assuming you already have it in a way that you're going to start, refusing to move forward without getting evidence. You're not as stressed out about getting the evidence. Insight 3. Mindful metacognition. Delusion means thinking you already have that perfect job and then trying to force them to pay you, like going in every day and demanding that they hire you or, something really unrealistic like taking one of the desks. There's a story recently about a woman on a cruise ship who wouldn't disembark because she didn't feel like her vacation was done and she didn't want to leave and she didn't see that reality had to match that. So she was like, "No, I'm just going to stay." Yeah, it doesn't work that way. And you're going to cause yourself a lot of problems if you don't allow that information to update and allow yourself to move forward in the story instead of staying stuck in one supposed ideal that doesn't actually exist. And in delusion, your identity is strictly following this model that doesn't really exist. It's sort of like this idea of something in reality that when you're looking at it, you're ignoring all of the other details. You're squeezing your awareness down into a pinpoint of just this one thing, and it causes you a lot of problems and can even put you in physical danger. Factual fantasies, you're aware that you're running a simulation. There's no need to prove that it exists. There's no, it's nice when you get evidence from reality that you're moving forward into the story that you like, but you select the story, you align your actions, and you adjust and you update and you repeat as needed until you get to a manifestation.